My mic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And let me. Why is that? Oh yeah. I gotta change all this. And TikTok is taking forever. Today I'm just gonna be reacting to NBA 2K26 gameplay. That's it. Um, what about you? Okay, TikTok. I need y'all to hurry up. From what people have been saying, I don't think it's gonna be the same, but we won't know until we actually play it. So next Friday, can't wait. I'm trying to think if I should put in headphones or not. That's what's up. Productive day. I'm trying to wait for TikTok to start before I start um, actually streaming, but I don't know. Fam, good. How about you? But TikTok is taking forever to update. If I knew it had an update, I would have did this last night. That's what's up. That's all we can do. Smitty, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. I hope so. Let's see how many people upload. There's probably like 20 people that done uploaded already. I think I gotta go change some. Hold on. Where's Twitch? I gotta go change something on Twitch right quick. I probably should just do it from my phone, but it's fine. And why are you talking about handles, bro? You don't even handle the ball. If you play 2K versus one of your friends at the crib, do y'all play on ball D or off ball? I only play on ball. I like to defend, so I don't do the off ball. Not at all. Let's see, I gotta edit this because it say I'm on 2K and not 2K26. NBA 2K26 done. Nah, I hate playing off ball. I need to be in control of everything. I ain't letting the computer do nothing for me. Not at all. Okay. You watch other people's videos already? I'll be damned if I'm playing on ball and I get stuck on the pick and roll. I guess, but no, I can't do that. I'm dropping too many frames. I don't like that. Let me change this to 30 frames per second. Yeah, 30. Wait, no, I don't have no frames dropping right now. Never mind. I should be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta play on ball. I gotta be doing something. Okay, well, TikTok is just gonna have to start afterwards because they taking too long. And then my computer is going slow. True. I was gonna watch Badge Plug too, but I'd rather watch actual people that had the game. Okay, 2K Lab, QJB, Danny 2K, Stacks Montana, Shakedown, Miss T, Uncle Demi, Joe Knows. Yeah, I'm going Joe Knows first. Or do I want to go? Dang, it's too many videos to watch. We're gonna be here all day, chat. We're gonna be here all day. What's up, Mike? We're gonna be here all day. Am I too close to the camera? And how's the audio? Everything good? Everything Gucci?
What's that?
Bro, I need to get a YouTube Premium, bro.
The highly anticipated annual gameplay breakdown video.
Bro, my computer's going so
We're going to be going over everything gameplay related inside this video.
No. Hold on, chat. Hold on, because we can't have that. We can't have that. Hold on. Let me set up my TikTok right quick. Wait, why? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I only need my camera, buddy. What the heck is going on with this shit? I literally set up all this last night, and I didn't think I had to set up TikTok because it's normally the same. Bro. I don't know what this shit got going on. Camera. Oh no, hold on. Settings. Can I use a different camera? Bro, what is really going on? Yeah, I didn't even know that Joe Knows had posted that at 10:30. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm not going live on TikTok because it's tweaking right now, so I don't know. Let me go ahead and close that bit out. Maybe my computer will go faster. Sorry, chat. All right, let's go.
When it comes to NBA 2K26, we'll be talking about the no RNG pure green window shooting from both 3-point
I'm frozen
and mid-range. We're going to be talking about the new custom layup and how
I still frozen?
consistent we think those are going to be. The new dunk meter.
Hold on. I just feel like the computer's going so slow, and I don't know why.
We're able to see the green window again, but is it any good? We're going to be talking about dribbling,
Hold on. Let me. That's not meant to do. Oh, yeah. It's always something, bro. It's always something.
All build speed boost again. Of course, we've got to
Advanced.
cover on-ball defense for all you locks out there. Paint
That's what I'm saying, bro. His ball handle is so high.
defense, rebounding. We got everything you need when it
I gotta end the stream.
comes to
just
2K26 gameplay. I'm also going to be posting some unedited, raw, full game online user versus user gameplay here shortly, so stay on the lookout for that. But take a second, drop a like on the video for me. Let's try to get this video to 20,000 likes, and let's get into this NBA 2K26 gameplay breakdown. All right, first things first, all the play now clips in this video are on Hall of Fame difficulty. We're going to start off with some dribbling in the Learn 2K core. I don't know what the difficulty was on in there because whites were going in, but the play now clips are all on Hall of Fame. All right, let's start this off with dribbling. A lot of questions to be answered here, a lot of clips here for you to enjoy. Let's talk about it. First thing to remember, these are NBA players. They do not have optimized SIGs. You cannot change their SIGs. They have whatever they have. Durant has Durant SIGs. De'Aaron Fox has De'Aaron Fox SIGs, etc. But the gameplay you're going to see tomorrow, I can't really speak on it, but it's with the My Players, and in the test builder, you could change your SIGs, and it is a night and day difference from how the NBA players move to how you can move when you're able to change your SIGs. But this will give you at least a general idea of how it looks and, you know, how people are bursting. And obviously I know a lot of people from my channel are going to be like, bro, like, are the big builds bursting again? And yes, you can speed boost on big builds. It's a night and day difference between 2K25 and 2K26. And people might say, oh, what about the small guards? And yes, the small guards can fly. They can really chain stuff together. People are definitely going to find some glitchy stuff. You see, you could spam behind the backs. You can spam escapes. There's some really, really good launchy behind the backs now, and you can start to combo those with like explosive behind the backs and momentum behind the backs. You see, I mean, that's 6'11".
You saw his green window?
Changing
Jesus
directions
Christ.
on a dime. You guys are starting to see some of the momentum crossovers. Now, I do want to mention, there's only so many hours in the day at community day that you can't really like fully focus on everything, and my boy Young Dirk was really focused on dribbling, so he sent me all these clips in the Learn 2K. So I'm gonna leave the link to his dribble tutorial down below if you want to see more about dribbling after you finish this video. But shout out to Young Dirk for hooking me up with the clips. I did get some dribble clips, but like I wasn't going to spend a few hours on it when I knew other people were doing it. I wanted to focus on other areas of the game so we could get as much information as possible. But what's really nice to see is all these different NBA players have different dribble styles. You know, like Curry has his, Fox has his, Kevin Durant has his, Jimmy Butler has his, etc. And they can all speed boost, and that's just a breath of fresh air, because I feel like in past 2Ks it was like only one or two dribble styles could really.
Give me 1 second. It shouldn't take too long. All right, hopefully this makes a difference. So let me go change this back. Oh man, they be trying to get me. I mean, this is fine because I gotta make sure everything is good before 2K come out. Make sure everything is good before 2K come out.
Really burst cleanly, so it's like you were forced to use them. Now there's probably going to end up being like a couple that are better than all the other ones, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like before, it was like no matter what, if you weren't using Darius Garland last year, you had a hitch run out or just you had a no burst run out of dribble moves. It looks like there's multiple dribble styles now that can burst. And again, this isn't even with optimal SIGs to go with the dribble style. This is just what the NBA players have on. So just wait till tomorrow when y'all can see how the my players are moving. Now, I'm definitely interested in your thoughts on the dribbling from what you've seen here. So get your comments in down below and let's start the discussion. That is the Scottie Pippen behind the back that Mike was talking about. You know, they added some more explosive kind of behind the back dribble moves into the game.
I like that.
And Scottie definitely launches you forward. There's also, I think the Kobe White one felt pretty good. I was experimenting with it. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably want my opinion on dribbling. So here it is. I spent a fraction of the time dribbling as other creators like Dirk and Koza and other creators. They spent majority of the day dribbling. I spent probably 20, 30 minutes, tried it out, and then went to go get other information. But here's what I felt. It felt much more explosive than last year. It felt
brought to you by Rogue.
Why is that my thumbnail? That's not supposed to be my thumbnail.
Started my degree in 1986. 30 years later, decided to complete my goals. Earning my degree with
felt much more dynamic and like you had more burst, you had more pop with the ball in your hands. It felt like you could chain things together much more quickly. And most importantly for me personally, it just felt more fun. Now I understand the bar from 2K25 was set extremely low, so to say it was better or more fun than that is like, well, you know, you're not really saying much, which I get. But it's just how I felt. Like dribbling there, I was like, damn, like this feels a lot more enjoyable than what I was doing the last 12 months on 2K25. So we'll see how the game feels at the official launch date. Because remember last year, people at Community Day found certain ways to speed boost dribbling wise, and then it was removed by the time the actual game came out. So hopefully that's not the case this year. Hopefully all this stuff people are finding in ways to burst and be dynamic and be explosive off the dribble. Hopefully all that stuff is there at launch, and then we could really dive into it as a community and find some crazy stuff. But that's enough about dribbling. Let's move on to some other gameplay aspects. All right, let's talk about shooting and shot contests. Got a bunch of clips here. Some are going to be open, some contested, some green, some miss. Want y'all to just take a look at it, and I'm gonna just let it play, and you guys can kind of start to assess, you know, how the shooting looks, how the contest system looks, and get your thoughts down below in the comments. I will say a few things. I know people are gonna ask about RNG and the pure green window and how did it feel and blah blah blah. Obviously, it's just a few, you know, hours that I was playing the game, because I also had to get, you know, my builder stuff done and all that. But the green window definitely felt more precise. Like when you got it right, it was green, but when you got it wrong, it was earlier, it was late. Like you were like, it was like if you were slightly off, it was doinking. So when I talked to Mike in that interview I did with him, he had his hands down, if you could compare it to anything, was like a more skill-based 2K24 shooting system. And I could kind of see where he's coming from, just because of, you know, yes, you have the pure green window, but it is, you got to be more precise than you were on 24. And that, I did feel that. Now, obviously, it's just a few hours. We'll see how it plays out when the game actually drops. But another thing that was noticeable was player height really matters still on the shooting. You know, taller builds definitely shoot over people and, you know, get contested less than the shorter builds. And Kevin Durant was an absolute god because of that. I mean, KD was insane on this. All right, we're going to switch gears over to mid-range a little bit here. And I'll be honest with you, the mid-range felt really, really good. Tested it with KD, Shea. I think there's maybe like a Curry clip, a Luka clip. Like definitely shot a few middies here and there, but was definitely using it a lot with Kevin Durant, just trying to just see how the contest system was registering. I had somebody using Shea on the other team, and then I was using KD, and we basically tested mid-ranges for like good 10-15 minutes straight. They feel really, really good. I know they were good on 25. They feel really good on 26. And again, the height thing, I know I'm harping on it a lot, but like you start to see how people are, you know, you saw in the dribbling in the beginning of this video, right? Like people are able to move now on the bigger players, and that wasn't even my players. Like I said, that was NBA players, and you were still bursting and doing all that.
Tomorrow.
And you combine it with the fact that you're really like shooting over people in terms of that advantage. Like you might actually see a back and forth this year of small guards and big guards both being viable again. I think overall for the game, that would be beautiful. A little bit more build diversity, a little bit more play style diversity. And what I will say about shot contests is they definitely felt stronger than 2K25. 2K25 to me felt like you were kind of praying for a contest. Like 90% of stuff just registered open. It didn't feel like that on this game. It definitely felt stronger, but not stronger to the point where ghost contests were happening like in past 2Ks. If a dude had his
Where is
hand
the
down,
defender
especially
going?
against a guy like Durant who's so tall, but even other players that we tested like Shea and stuff, it would say open if their hand was down. So if they reached and you shot it, it said open. If they jump, but they were, you know, super late getting out to you, it would still say open. If you created enough space, like on that fade over Chet right there, it says open. But then if they, you know, if they're under you and they get a hand near your face or near where the ball was, or they jump in time to get there before you release the ball, they'd register some type of contest. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting, the new rhythm shooting system, right? Apparently you only have to green the tempo. And that is confirmed because you're about to see a couple clips of it. And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna be honest. You know, apparently if you don't green the timing, it makes it harder to green the tempo. But as long as you just green the tempo, it still goes in. And I'll be honest,
I don't know about that.
without the meter, it's kind of like, man, he's making whites is kind of what I feel like, you know, even though I understand the system is different. But when you turn the meter on and see it visually, I mean, I'll be honest. It hurts my soul. I'm like, bro, this dude is making a 3/4 bar shot, but I understand the logic is different now, but I think we're all like ingrained in the 2K25 rhythm shooting system. Let me know your comments down below. Let's talk quick about perimeter defense bumps. You see right here, Lou Dort cuts off Kevin Durant coming up the court, and they get a physical body up cut off like bump animation. If someone's moving, if a dribbler is moving and you cut them off, you will get a bump, physical body up bump. But a big difference I noticed was on 2K25, if someone was standstill dribbling at the top of the key, you could just like press against them and interrupt that dribble sequence. Now, I'm not going to say it's impossible to interrupt someone's standstill dribble sequence because obviously I just tested it in the limited amount of time that I had, but it definitely felt night and day difference to 25. 25 felt like if someone's dribbling, you know, on the perimeter standstill, you could just basically run up to them, smash into them, and interrupt their whole dribble combo, and it would put their player in like a bump animation. Didn't feel like that on this game until they started moving. Once they started to try to burst past you left or right or try to drive to the basket or whatever, then if you were running with them, then there would be some type of body up collision. But we'll have to see, you know, how that plays out throughout the year, but it definitely was a noticeable difference in my opinion. Last quick thing for perimeter defense bumps, off the little push cross here into the defender's leg, lose the ball. I know a lot of people are like anti-push cross, anti-De'Aaron Fox crossover. Well, position yourself correctly, you could be knocking that ball free without even having to reach. All right, let's talk about layups. We know custom layups and slow-mo Euros and all this new layup stuff they're adding, so let's talk about it. Layups definitely felt much improved from 2K25, but that's not saying much. Layups were pretty awful in 2K25.
Look at that green window jump.
Size matters. You saw that one right there with Giannis. You're going to see some with Trey, Luka. Size matters in terms of getting contested. It felt like the bigger players definitely could go up with more 50-50 takes, and the green window would stay a bit bigger than the smaller players. But overall, whether it was Trey, Luka, De'Aaron Fox, Giannis, whoever it was, being able to see the green window, I know it was an old feature. Like we had it in 2K24, then they got rid of it. They brought it back. I'm not hyping it up like, whoa, like this is, but it's just nice to be able to see it. Not only to help you know when to release the timing of the layup, but also so you know what's a good take and a bad take and help you understand.
You can start in time and then as soon as you let go, it changes.
Now let's talk about driving dunks.
I mean, I understand.
Dunk meter.
I don't know.
I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this, so let's talk about it. First thing I'll say, size matters again. It felt like the bigger players got more consistent green windows. Some concerning things was I still feel like there's some kinks that need to be worked out in terms of the dunk meter. I have a couple of specific clips coming up here in just a second, and I did bring it to their attention, and I'm sure other people did as well at Community Day. And as we know, we saw last year, they definitely make changes after Community Day. You know, last year they nerfed builds and took out certain dribble speed boost animations and stuff, but check out a couple of these animations. You're gonna see me beat the defender and or whoever I'm playing against gets past me, and we're just, you know, driving to the basket. Like right here, Ant Edwards slides through, has a clear path to the hoop by the time he goes up with the dunk, and the dunk window stays small. So that's a little alarming to me. I feel like there's, like I said, there's still some kinks to definitely work out. Like this one right here, it's a clean drive. Blew by the defender, clean line at the hoop, but because like when I started the dunk, maybe the defender was still like pushed against me. I'm not really sure. Like I said, there's definitely some stuff to still fix. But even with that being said, we're still getting some nice contact dunks at times. You know, sometimes the green windows were big, sometimes they were small, so definitely figuring out exactly how the logic works. But something I definitely like is when they take you out of the dunk meter, you turn it into a layup, and it's usually a pretty greenable layup. So I feel like that is a nice change. Instead of it just being like, I went up for a dunk meter, they took me out of the dunk meter, and now the play is cooked. It's like, nah, in real life, it's like, oh, I wanted to dunk it, but now I got hit, so I'm gonna, you know, adjust my body and be able to turn it into a layup type of thing. So we'll have to see how the dunk meter plays out. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad yet. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure. I need to see more, and I need to see what kind of changes are tweaked by
You've got the magic touch.
the time the game launches. Let's move on to interior defense and standing dunks. There's definitely some crazy interior defense animations. Like, look at this one by Rudy. My God. I mean, to be fair, it's Rudy and Wemby. They have great interior defense stats. But you could definitely get some crazy stops. Now, wide open standing meter dunks, you see how big the green window is. And then even like standing meter dunks against smaller defenders, like Wemby just, you know, going up over smaller defenders. See the size of the green window. It kind of feels like it's like you could get crazy stops, but you could also get crazy dunks. It's kind of, I'm not really sure. Like, we'll have to see how it plays out, but they both definitely felt viable. Like, if you timed when you were going to jump to get the stop, it's like you'd get a crazy ante. But you could also, if you went up with the standing dunk and they weren't entirely properly positioned, you would just boom it on them. Also, a little detail I noticed right here was as Joel was backing down Wemby, look at when Wemby jumped, his hand was behind, like Joel pinned him so deep in the dead zone that when he jumped, his hand hit the back of the backboard and it registered open. I feel like in past games, sometimes if you did that, it would still register a contest just because it was like, it thought you were supposed to be there, but you weren't actually there because you got stuck on the hoop. I don't know, just something like a small little detail I noticed. But you see the size of these standing dunk meters, you could definitely go crazy with the standing dunks, but then you also saw some of the paint stop animations I was getting. Is like you could definitely go crazy with the interior stops as well. Like here's one from Wemby. I mean, I'm not really sure which one's going to be better, but they both definitely felt viable, at least for the little bit that I tested them. Last thing, rebounding. You can turn off the green feedback in the player HUD. I did notice that. I know some people have been asking that, but as you can see here, you don't have to green the rebound to get it. You know, Mike has already talked about that, but just so people could be clear about that. And then even here, I'm on Jokic. I green the rebound and my teammate grabs it instead of me. So just because you green it doesn't mean you're automatically going to get it. But this is what the green feedback looks like. Figure we'll just touch on that real quick. But if you guys want to see raw, unedited footage of the first part game in NBA 2K26, click that video on the screen right there. You will get to see full gameplay with no edits, so you could truly see how the gameplay's looking.
I watched that another time. I'll go back. Refresh. I think I want to go watch Naomi, maybe. That's because it's what's it called? My team. Cooper Flag, 82 points versus Lakers. Okay. Shakedown. Oh, I might go watch Shakedown. Yeah, let's go watch his Shakedown since he's playing my team too, so it's fine. I don't like how slow my computer is going. Is porn also? Of course. It's always raining.
What up? It's your boy Shake, back at it again with another
going slow again. I don't know what's up.
NBA 2K26 gameplay, and look, we've got all-star team up in the My Team area making a comeback for NBA 2K26.
I still don't like how they put all-star team up.
Got pretty excited when I saw that. The big feature that we've had in the games, in the past games, and we always wanted them back. Take a look, man. My Team this year is going to be hosted on the Sunset Beach night court.
Oh, my camera too,
very similar to 2K, what was that, 2K17? And that's why I'm saying this game kind of feels like a throwback because it's got a little bit of 2K16, 17 in it. You know, you guys are going to get a chance to see some more gameplay. And obviously this isn't live, so I'm going to call this like I see it. You know, I just edited up some quick highlights. This first game was against, I believe it was my guy. I met him at the airport. I think his name is Nil, if I'm not mistaken. as I try to get that first lob. This is my very first gameplay of my team mode. In fact, it's my second gameplay of the day. Like, I went from playing a quick game and play now to running out to my team mode. I didn't even know you could get LeBron James and all these other guys. Like, I just you guys know I don't play my team mode, so I just immediately went in there with the original. I just pulled like the first 2-3 cards and went out there and was like, I didn't even know you could pull more cards. I think they gave us like a limit of like 25. I was like, get that mean snatch back. I thought that was green, but it was late. Unfortunately, Allen Iverson just can't rain threes. His speed is so ridiculous. But you can't just can't pull up on threes like that. I probably should have started going to the rim a little earlier, or maybe try to pull up a mid-range. But we're already at a big disadvantage because they got LeBron James at the point guard. And it's just, he's way too much. See, right there, I should have pulled up a midi. As you guys can see, I'm like in rookie mentality right now, not knowing how the mid-range is feeling right now. And this guy's already figured it out. I swear this is my guy, Nil. I think when we was riding to the airport, I was describing my very first game out here, and he was like, yo, I think that was me. Here we are with the snatchback again, and I thought I had a lane, and Wendy just tosses it out the gym. As you can see, though, I'm really trying to like exploit Allen Iverson, trying to learn the dribbles. Again, it's my second game on the game total, so I'm out here trying to experiment, figure some things out. And notice how LeBron James is just cooking. Doesn't matter where he's at on the court, he's a problem. And he's super fast. But, I got to keep trying Allen Iverson. I don't care. I'm like, look, I don't know who this guy is. He don't know who I am. I'm going to keep testing some things out. I'm going to cross him up, get him jumping, and I get a free lay. Allen Iverson is so shifty. This is the original 2K cover athlete. So I'm like, I got to try him out, man. Have some fun with AI out here doing some tricks, little hesitations. And why? Why am I putting too much extra on that lane? Got me blocked, and LeBron just bullying his way to the rim. There's no stopping him because we don't have a legitimate defender to guard him at the one. But I did notice that Allen Iverson's speed was good enough for me to get by him every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So right here, look at this. It's not even fair. That's just not even fair. I'm trying to guard him too. It's my first game, but he left Luka Magic wide open. So I'm like, hey, let me get one bucket with Luka. But I don't know, man. I was locked in on paying homage to Allen Iverson until I had Wemby, and I was like, let me try a little misdirection, little crossover. Oh, the big man is back.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's stuff
I feel like
really
2K15 right there when the bigs had like Allen Iverson crossovers and whatnot. Or Kyrie Irving dribble packages. LeBron James just seals the victory with the mid-range jumper. Couldn't stop him. Take my first L in my team. But I'm all right, man. It's all good. I'm like, look, I'm having fun. I'm noticing some things about the game. I'm not afraid to step back on the court and get it in again. In this game, I'm like, I could try running Allen Iverson again, but now I'm going to play smart basketball, move the ball around, take advantage of mismatches, and, play actual basketball.
Y'all hear that thunder? Yeah.
This guy's got Shea Gilgeous, man. I'm thinking, damn, it's going to be another LeBron game.
Yeah, he had that bit down so long.
If he can figure out his jump shot.
Oh, my goodness.
But right there, he messed up. Allen Iverson with the crossovers. Little hezzies, little crossover hezzy step backs. I'm like, man, this man can do so much. So much
I be doing that bit in real life.
We got to go back to Wemby with the spin off and the dunk. That's a mismatch. When you get Shea on him, you gotta get that. I want you guys to notice the speed of this game, man. That's really look at Jokic.
Oh yeah, Jokic.
Look how fast he came off of that, out of the perimeter off the 3-point line. It's crazy. The speed in this year's game is the first thing anybody's gonna notice. So I get that little step back and go, hezzy, swinging on the rim. Shea Gilgeous just speeding up the court. LeBron James in the corner knocking him down. I'm telling y'all right now, make a LeBron James build. I've got a build video coming soon, but he's a big mismatch for everybody, man. Of course, you can make a small guard and still go crazy with it.
I ain't making no small guards. I know that for sure. Where's the video I wanted to watch? Kevin Durant, Mike my career. The W. Do I want to watch this? I don't think I want to watch this. This nigga got 12,000 views already. That nigga he be putting up numbers. I wanted to watch this one.
You've worked hard to get to where you are, and there's still a lot you want to accomplish. Whether you're looking to advance your career or launch a new one, DeVry can help give direction to your dreams. You work toward your goals. DeVry works for you.
There ain't no audio. She not talking over nothing. Oh, silent video. Okay, Jokic inbounds to LeBron. LeBron drives to the hole. He gets past. I don't know who that is. Porzingis? Who is that? That's Shea. Who's the other big? I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Jokic. So I thought a bit said 6 earlier, but. Alright, so it's Jokic versus Jokic and LeBron versus Shea. Hey, shot block. Ugh. I ain't like playing 2v2 in my team is. I don't know about that one. I want to see this takeover activated. Travel? Go on. Oh, you took too long to go. Oh.
Watch him.
Damn. Okay. I really want to see this takeover activated. Oh, that should have been a steal. Damn, Joker is stealing the ball like that from LeBron? Oh. Interesting.
Yo, watch it. I got your help.
Sheesh. They would have held that bit down a little bit longer. Shoot that bitch, Shea. Bro. Did Shea just do the Curry slide? Oh, that badass pass. Give the ball to Shea. Oh, yeah. These niggas suck.
Yo. That's all you. Hey, who's man? Yo, right here. Let's go.
Okay, big greenies. Bro, I really want to see a takeover after this. I'm gonna go watch somebody else. It's really 16-2. That red team suck. I ain't gonna kill.
Get that! Take that!
Okay. Damn.
Stay on him! Right here!
And they got the damn court in the middle of the street.
Get there! Get there! Oh, hit that, baby!
Jesus.
I see him! I see him! I see him! Go! Let's go! Let's start now. Let's go!
See anything new?
Get raid and quickly bite back at ants. Figuratively speaking, of course.
What happened? My boy Joe Nosby. My boy getting used.
Whatever your pace of life, at University of Phoenix, you can earn your competency-based masters in less than a year for...
We're not going to waste any time. We're jumping straight into it. Y'all asked for raw, unedited NBA 2K26 gameplay, and I got exactly that here for y'all. I'm actually still in the hotel room. I was just at community day for 12 hours in the builder and getting some gameplay for y'all, and as soon as I got back to the hotel room, we're already editing and, you know, getting on the mic to talk to y'all about it. So drop a like on the video for me. I really appreciate it. Let's try to get this video to 10,000 likes, and let's talk about it. All right.
But who's number
I'm in the
5?
white. I'm in the white jerseys. My team's white. Swag's in the black jersey. Swag is my pro-am team, and I play park with him for the last, I don't even know, 5-6 years. You know, me and Swag go way back. So we decided to match up in the My Team triple threat. So
is that Ant-Man?
It's 3-on-3. We pulled up some My Team cards. Luckily, I was lucky enough to pull LeBron James. So we got some LBJ gameplay here for you for my first time on 2K26. And listen, a few things to notice about this gameplay. We were not able to customize our HUD, so we weren't able to turn off our shot meters. We were not able to change our shot feedback. We were not able to customize any of that stuff, okay? So that's going to kind of hinder the gameplay a little bit. And also, it's literally our first couple minutes playing NBA 2K26, so there's going to be some rough moments, but y'all wanted it unedited, and I understand why, because y'all want to see the game speed. Y'all want to see how it flows. Y'all want to see this, that, and the third, so completely understand, all right? Now, I also want to mention, these are, you know, the My Team cards for these NBA and WNBA players. So they have their own animations, and as y'all know, they're not optimized animations. Like when we make our My players, we find, you know, the best escape to go with the best crossover, to go with the best behind the back, with the best hezzy, and it all comes together, and it's able to move a lot more efficiently and quicker and just better than the NBA and WNBA players because you got optimized SIGs. So my point is, some of the bursts that you're going to see in these gameplays, it might look clunky sometimes, but you have to realize a lot of these players don't have great SIGs attached to their My Team cards and whatnot. Like, when you'll see the gameplay tomorrow, and you see the builder and people, you know, being able to test their builds, and when we tested the builds, we could customize the SIGs. You're going to see it's a night and day difference in terms of how people can kind of burst and speed boost and change directions and start to chain glitchy stuff together. And then of course when the full game drops and like the whole community's out there labbing, it really looks like we're gonna find some glitchy stuff, because the bigger players, like obviously last year the small players could burst, the big players on this game can definitely move. You move a lot better than
I don't know why, but this shit look
2K25.
like
That's for
it's
damn sure.
choppy.
Step back with Braun pulling up. Y'all already know how we're coming with Braun on 2K26. All right, so make sure y'all tuned in tomorrow. My Braun build is dropping, and I'm excited for that one. But we're hot. We're up 11-2. Swag, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm trying to blitz the ball hand because I know Mike was talking about, you know, how they nerfed the plucks and blitz steals will be rewarded. So I'm really trying to blitz the ball hand and go for him. But I'm getting called for a foul here and there. You do see, though, I don't know if you can tell in this, in my gameplay breakdown video that I posted earlier, I kind of talked about this. When someone stands still dribbling, you can't just, like, push up against them and just knock. Swag's giving me too much space. Braun's knocking it down yet again. 14-2. It's an absolute flood. But what I was talking about was when someone stands still dribbling, you can't just bump them out of, like, their combo. But as soon as they start moving and like trying to drive or trying to run to the side, then all of a sudden the body up like perimeter defense, you see like right there, that's Caitlin Clark like pretty much stonewalling LeBron James, which I know sounds crazy, but let's ignore the physics behind it in terms of the, you know, WNBA versus NBA players. I know people are probably going to freak out about that, but they already talked about how it's literally just, you know, when it comes to my team, it's just attributes and badges and whatnot. But that's not the point of what I'm saying. The point of what I'm saying is when you're on the move, the defender gets much better bumps. When you're standing and you're trying to go, you know, tween cross, you're doing like a size up or something. On 25, you could like run up to the guy and just bump him out of that dribble combo. It didn't seem to be the case on 26. When they're on the move and you cut them off, you do get a body up. But when they're standstill dribbling, which I guess is like real life, if someone's dribbling at the top of the key and you're a defender, you can't just run into them and just knock them backwards and knock them out of their dribble sequence, right? That would be called a foul. So I guess in that sense it makes sense. But I'm just reporting what I felt playing the game. You know what I mean? I felt like when I was standstill dribbling, I could combo all I wanted. And then as soon as I got on the move, if they got on my hip or they cut me off to the basket, there would be some type of physical collision animation, and that was something that I noticed that was different in terms of the body ups and the dribbling. But first game on 2K26, 21-7. Braun went crazy, 8 for 8, 2 for 2 from 3, so definitely happy about that. But now we're going to head over to the 2v2 courts. Me and Swag are going to team up. So let's get into the 2v2 gameplay. And this is all users. This is me and Swag versus 2 users. I'm not really sure who it is. It's just, you know, letters and numbers as gamer tags. So I'm not really sure.
What's that?
But all 4 people on the court being controlled by users. So as you can expect, you know, we've been playing the game for 20 minutes at this point. It is going to be a sloppy gameplay, but at least y'all will get to see some raw, unedited gameplay. And like I said, we couldn't customize our player HUD, couldn't turn off the shot. There's a lot of stuff that kind of made it even more challenging. But you get to see kind of a little bit more.
Let me go see somebody else. They have 5v5. I don't think I want to see that. Maybe I need to change my stream titles.
Oh, Braun?
Still going in from time to time.
Oh, Braun? Overdose?
Her jump shot
pick a pop.
quick, at least a little too fast.
Oh,
Nah.
KD. Yo.
Man, KD, he like a cheat code. I ain't gonna cap. Let me scroll down here. Like I'm not really trying to see my team no more. Best dribble moves. 53 minutes. Yeah, I'm not about to watch that. I ain't even gonna cap. Alright. I don't think it's anything past this. Well, besides the interview, but I could watch the interview on my own time. Yeah, so dribble moves. Alright, bet. We're thinking alike because I was about to click on that bit.
We are so back. Look at 6'11 KD moving. Look at Kyrie. Snatch. Woo! Bro, you can just spam the escapes. You can cancel them with anything you want.
Jimmy Butler is not dribbling.
Beautiful.
Like
you
that.
can spam the Curry slide back and forth. and
Yeah,
they
niggas
weren't
gonna be
lying.
spamming
We
that
can
curse,
momentum
though.
again. Hallelujah. And look at the Scotty, bro. Look at the Scotty.
Yeah, I need that
I
Scotty.
am telling you guys right now, by watching this video, you will have a massive advantage going into NBA 2K26. I'm going to show you all the best moves that I found and how to do them, so make sure you pay attention to have that edge over your competition. And I got to give a quick shout out to Koza. He was really helping me lab up at Community Day, and I wouldn't have been able to learn as much as I did without the help of him. So without further ado, drop a like for me, and if you want really good content throughout the year, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell. So let's jump right into this, and let's start with this snatch back. This Kevin Durant snatch allows you to just cancel out of a full sprint. So I still had my left
Mike is
stick
definitely cooked on
forward
defense.
while I was hitting my snatch back and holding the right trigger, and I just flicked down on the right stick and then just sprinted towards the
I found myself where I knew I needed to finish my education.
And he wanted to
I
be a
chose
guard
Purdue
this year?
because the faculty
First?
understood the different
ball hand, and I got this really good speed boost animation. And I'm doing this on Kevin Durant, keep in mind. Imagine on a smaller player with lightning launch on Legend or Hall of Fame.
Bro,
You're
look-
going to be moving. This is
he's
going to be
moving.
super hard to guard. And I didn't really try this with that many players. I didn't have that much time to play. But as you
Popeye
can
gonna be
see,
different.
I did it with De'Aaron Fox as well. So there definitely is more animations that you can do this cancel with, and I'm super excited to find them all once the game officially comes out. This right here is going to change the game. This is gonna make the combo so easy, so clean, so smooth, and around screens and with ISO, it's just gonna make the offense just so much more enjoyable and so much more
But my
fluid.
thing is,
The
I'm not trying to
combos are
sit there and watch
super
somebody
fluid.
just
It's so
dribble
easy to spam. It's so easy to
in the
cancel
same
with
spot
anything.
the whole
You
game,
escape, snatch,
and then
behind the
shoot
back,
with
escape
2
behind
seconds
the
left
back,
on the shot
whatever.
clock.
It is so easy, so fluid, and so enjoyable. So how do you do this? It's super, super easy. You're holding the right trigger the entire time and just flicking back and forth on your right stick. You don't have to cancel it. You don't got to do a hezzy in between. It's just right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right. It is that easy. One of my favorite dribble moves of all time, the Curry slide, is officially back, and you can spam it, you can combo it, you can do everything with it. You guys, tomorrow, I'm going to be giving you like a real dribble tutorial with actual custom SIGs on my Created My Player. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I was comboing this Curry slide very, very well. Anyway, how you do this? Very, very easy. It's the same as the escape pretty much. You're just holding the right trigger the entire time, and you're just flicking down diagonal left, right, back and forth. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're holding the right trigger
diagonal
and flicking
down
your right stick
does
down
not
diagonal
work
left.
how I be
And if the
wanting
ball's
to.
in your left hand, you're flicking your right stick down diagonal right, and you can just go back and forth and spam it as much as you want.
Maybe I need precision
The momentum
rings
is back, but the controls
something.
are
I don't
different.
know.
It's actually a little tricky, and it's a little harder to spam than previous years, but I'm going to explain it the best I can. So this is how you do it. So you're not
thunder
initially
crazy.
hitting the right trigger like you did in the past year.
Maybe
so you're
because
just flicking
Shay
up
is
on
on
your
the screen?
right stick, and
The
that's
thunder
it.
connection?
And then right after you flick up, you're going to move towards that ball hand and then hold the right trigger. So I'll explain it again. Let's say the ball is starting in your right hand. You're not holding the right trigger yet. You're gonna flick up on your right stick. Then immediately after, move your left stick up diagonal left while holding the right trigger, and you will do the momentum. So if you want to spam it, you're going to repeatedly tap and let go of your right trigger. But in all transparency, just of how like the movement is, I don't know if the momentum is going to be as good as it was in the
That's
past.
just so
It's definitely going to be
complicated.
good for combos, but as far as getting open, I'm not too sure yet. I gotta wait till I actually play the game officially online versus real people. You guys, I'm telling you, the moving behind the back Scottie Pippen is so good. Wait until you see the dribble tutorial tomorrow with custom animations
Yeah,
on, bro.
Popeye with that
It
bit
is
on?
so good.
Yeah.
Just the way you can do it.
Popeye
Like you
gonna
can
be
do
different.
it in like such, you can do it in spots where you wouldn't expect to do it. And by spots, I mean within your combos where you couldn't do it in previous 2Ks. So I'm really excited to show you guys that. But how you do this is, it's just how you do any moving behind the back. So if the ball's in your right hand, you're obviously sprinting, holding the right trigger, and then just flick down a diagonal left on your right stick while moving forward. It's very easy to do. It's just like any moving behind the back. But bro, this move is going to be very tricky to guard, especially on like a 6'8", bro. Oh my gosh. Let's get into the dribble styles, and we will start with 6'5" and up. So SGA, it's definitely usable, but it's not the best one,
Yeah,
but
that would do
you
look kinda
can get
slow.
a nice burst out of it, as you guys can see. The next one we have is LeBron. Pretty good, not the best, but a drastic improvement from NBA 2K25. But here's the thing, his lightning launch was only on silver, so let's say you have lightning launch on Hall of Fame, LeBron dribble style might actually be really good. Okay, so here is the Jaylen Brown, and this is very interesting, and a lot of people at Community Day were saying the same thing. These dribble styles on the actual NBA players were slower on these big players compared to being on our my players. So this on a my player, as you guys will see tomorrow, is a lot better than it looks on actual Jaylen Brown. All right, listen up and take this with a grain of salt, okay? But in my opinion, out of everything that I tested, the best dribble style for 6'5 to 6'9 was the Zach LaVine. I know this doesn't look like crazy fast, but on the my players, I'm telling you, it is faster, unless they change something and slow it down. But this is the dribble style I will use on my 6'6 or 6'8 build, and you only need a 75 speed with ball. So I'm pretty sure 6'9s can get it as well. So this is probably the best dribble style for the big guards in the game. I could be wrong, but out of everything that I tested, this is the best dribble style for 6'5 to 6'9s as of Community Day.
You can get this fixed now and pay later. You can get this fixed now and pay later. And this, get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
I need more subs on Twitch, man. I need that money on.
Feature Impossible, Lenovo Legion.
All right, now let's get into the little guards. There are a few options.
Okay,
Here
I don't care about no
Damian
little
Lillard.
guards.
This looks pretty good, but it is not the fastest. Here is the best dribble style from last year, Darius Garland. But guess what? I don't think this is the best dribble style.
Okay. Let's see what best plug watching. Then I'm gonna go back and watch somebody else.
You can do the Scottie Pippen one.
What happened? Okay. Let's go watch this one. I ain't gonna watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna watch parts of it.
Today, we're taking a first look at Cooper Flag in NBA 2K26. We're running Mavs Lakers. My guy Dula is the Lakers, and I'm the Mavericks. The goal, get as many buckets as possible with Cooper the Hooper. You know what they say, win the tip, win the game. That's bad news for me, as Luka Doncic will set things up here for the Lakers. Down the lane in the one-handed slam. The Don opens up the scoring here in 2K26. Cooper Flag has it on the wing. There's the screen from Gafford. Flag, mid-range jumper is pure. Let me tell you, man, Cooper Flag's mid-range game, a thing of beauty. We'll get to a lot of buckets here today. Rui Hachimura has it on the wing. There's the screen from Bron. Rui lobs it up to James, and Bron will slam it home. It's been an electric start thus far. Kyrie Irving gets the screen from Davis. Irving to the rim, the lob. Nope. Nice try, Danny. That was not in your bag. There goes Bron in transition. Flag in front of him. James will knock down the jumper. And Bron, he's got a new face scan here in 26. Looking smooth. Hey, I feel like they really got the bald spot absolutely accurate. And you know, I'm about to go bold, stressing out about the fact that you're not subscribed. So go on ahead and click the button. Dropping 2K26 content. Should have at least 2 videos for y'all today. Cooper Flag behind the back move. Steps it back. Green light. Oh boy. I'm telling you, man. Cooper Flag's mid-range game. We love it. Here comes LeBron James behind the back to the rim and the one-handed slam. Flag in the corner behind the back into the step back. That one's late. Real late, bad release there from Coop. Here's Doncic with it. I'm doubling Luka because Luka's just been an absolute problem. He still escapes the double team. He's got me jumping everywhere. And it's going to be an easy layup for takeover Luka Doncic. I thought Luka looked smooth in the game. A lot of the players looked a lot better this year for sure. Cooper Flag with it. Oh, I'm going to go right to a jumper over Bron and knock it down. We got lucky on the slightly late there. There comes Luka Doncic. Doncic getting to the rim. Swings it out to James. LeBron gonna spin into the jumper. Oh my gosh, man. That was beautiful, Dula. I'll give you credit on that one. Here's Kyrie Irving with it. Irving throws it away. DeAndre Ayton in those passing lanes, but we're right back in the pass.
Bruh.
So we're down by 4. Still 24 seconds on the clock.
What
We'll
does
throw
it
it
do?
right up to Flag.
Oh,
Cooper, I did the
skipped
behind
over.
the back thing, but guess what? We almost steal it back. Instead, though, Ayton's gonna be going to the line. First free throw's good. We need a miss here badly.
Y'all see the
It's
free
looking
throw
like
meter
this game
shaking?
is
What the
over.
hell?
DA knocks
What
them
the hell
both
is-
down. We're down by 6, but we're gonna play till the final buzzer. If anything, just to run up Coop's points. I'm taking a 3 ball, and it's good. Okay, we're within 3. I earned a trophy. Keep your distance. There you go. Ayton throws it up to James, and that was a risky pass, but it worked out. Bron gets the two-handed slam. I'm throwing it right back the other way. Hail Mary to Flag. I'll knock it down. Give me 82 points. And all of a sudden, you see the scoreboard? We're within 2. That's right. We're within 2 points here. So we got a chance. He's going for another Hail Mary to James. This time I'm able to get the foul off. So now we need a missed free throw from Bron, and we'll have a real chance here. Y'all see that bullet spot? I know you saw the bullet spot. 2K did update his face cam. First free throw from James is good. You gotta miss this one, Bron. And he does. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Dula told me he missed this one on purpose to make it a game. But I'm with it. We're running the other way. 3 seconds. I call
I ain't gonna
timeout.
lie.
It all comes down to this.
If the meter
First game
shakes
of
like
26,
that-
can I knock down the game winner?
In
It'll
the
go
red?
into Irving because Flag was inbounding. I
That
can't
shit gonna
hit
be
the
fun.
shot, and it's over.
A lot of
So
niggas is
Dula
gonna be
does
missing
beat
free
me
throws at
in my
the end of
first
the
game
game.
at 2K26.
I like
But
that.
man, what a game it was. He had
Sheesh.
45
Luka
and
had
10
45
with Luka,
and
35 from LeBron,
LeBron had
6 with
34.
Ayton. So yeah, he was doing pretty much all his work with Luka and Bron, with an occasional DA bucket.
missed 5
Rui had 3, Maxi
five
Kleber with a
shots and 4
massive 1
shots. Jesus
point.
Christ.
But now
They was not playing no defense.
82 points from Cooper Flag. We weren't doing anything besides scoring. Only a couple rebounds, 1 assist. Yeah, we were getting to the buckets. 33 of 46 from the field, 10 of
Jesus
12 from
Christ.
3, 6 of 6
Is
from
Coop
the
like
line.
that?
That will wrap up my first NBA
Coop like
2K26 gameplay. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I've got hours of gameplay, so
I thought these was gonna be more interesting. More interesting videos. QJB should be interesting. Let's go watch this. He just posted it.
So at the NBA 2K26 Community Day, we were able to go onto my team and open up some packs. And guess who I ended up pulling? You see she has that damn
Yo, what's up with my Wi-Fi?
95 ball handling.
Hold on. I'm about to go back. This shit is loading slow. I don't know why.
Has that dead eye. 95 ball handling.
That's better.
From the Indiana Fever. That
You got
girl,
that thing on.
Caitlin Clark,
You got
is
that strap.
absolutely balling out here on NBA 2K26.
I ain't gonna lie, that green meter is so bad.
She out here talking trash and everything, but they have her as a 96 overall. Now these ratings are not gonna be final. This was just for gameplay purposes at the event. But you see I'm going through showing you what she's able to do. That three-point shot is at a 97. Ball handling a 95. Of course, you know she's going to be able to pass. The speed with ball.
Hall of
And
Fame
check out
bailout.
these badges. She's going to have Hall of Fame bailout, Deadeye, Dimer, Limitless Rage. Oh my goodness, yeah, you know she's gonna be a cheat code out here. And if you, that is gonna be Steph Curry. Now to see some more of these animations, we were able to go through and open up a bunch and get pretty much every player
Float
that they
game.
offer to us at Community Day. You see 99 3-point shot. That is gonna be Steph Curry. Now the cool thing is when you open up a pack with multiple people, you see they actually interact with each other. You got Sabrina
fine.
Ionescu and Steph
Doing it,
Curry
Brandon.
right there doing their thing. She's gonna be a 93, he's gonna be a 94, and they still have some dynamic goals that you
I
can
don't
go
know.
through
I ain't played my
in
team
order to get
that
more
shit, but I don't
rewards.
know
But we're
if I'm
checking
played
out our
this year or not.
lineup. It
We gonna
says
see.
that you have to put the first choice card there, because if you are playing co-op, you know you only use one player, but if there's a conflict, the player with the highest rep gets first choice. That is why you go and pick second choice and finally third choice of who you want to use when you are out here playing the co-op. Now, if you're just doing 1v1, it doesn't matter, and you can also player lock on one of these players if you really want to.
I ain't play like it.
The 1v1 where you actually use all 3 players on your team, and at the bottom they had another one of those as well. But we're gonna go load up and see if we can come out here and get a dub. Now I was unable to change what my player looks like, but you see what my lineup is gonna be looking like. We're coming out here with Caitlin Clark, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson. And my opponent, like I said before, man, they was coming out here.
You got
with
one leg up?
Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and they
Y'all
actually
seen
have
that?
Caitlin Clark
Oh.
looking like. We're coming out here with Caitlin Clark, Brianna Stewart, and Asia Wilson. And my opponent,
got
like I
one
said
pants
before,
leg up?
man, they
They
was
always
coming
had
out
that?
here with Wembanyama, Luka
Yeah,
Doncic,
gangster.
and they actually have Caitlin Clark as well. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll have a shot to try to win this game. We're gonna have to go ham with that girl, Caitlin Clark. Now she is a lot of fun to use. As you see, my opponent is coming right out and banging a 3 with home girl. I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. Trying to go all the way to the paint, and I am gonna get that layup. So she is really good at getting to the paint with
Okay. Let's see. Maybe if I search. Oh, honestly, it should be a topic on home or a category or whatever it's called. I want to watch Simply Grinding. This is 20 minutes. Solo. Wait, is he watching somebody else? I think he watching somebody else. The fact that Jonas had a sit down interview with a Mike Wing is wild. I watched that on my own. Everybody's just live. She should have posted this vlog a while ago. I'm not watching no 53-minute video. I watched this. I don't remember if it was last year or 2K24.
I work
but
from home, so bundling Spectrum,
I
internet,
played in
and
the theater
TV has
with
been
Joey.
super important for our
2K.
family.
I do. At the beginning of the year, and after he just blew up.
Our bills have been affordable. Can't complain.
All right, so we got a whole lot to cover in today's video. We're going over NBA 2K26 gameplay in play now. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to be showcasing a whole bunch of different players. We're going to go over new go-to shot animation, post go-to shots. We got some new animations for older players, which include Carmelo Anthony and Hakeem Olajuwon, as you can see right here, and so many more. And some of these might actually be broken on NBA 2K26. We're going to talk about the gameplay changes made from 25 to 26 in this video as well. But we're going to start things off with the player that I thought was the best player on 2K26, and that is Kevin Durant. And we are going to showcase a bunch of different players in this video. We're going to showcase a bunch of new dribble mechanics, shooting mechanics, so we have a lot to go over in today's video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you want to see more community day content. Right now, we're just starting with some easy catch and shoots. We're doing no dip shots, going into regular catch and shoots, and now that sequence that you just saw right there is Kevin Durant's new signature go-to shot out of a face-up, and now we're getting to his post go-to shots. These you do by holding just straight up on the right stick, and there are a lot of different animations that you get, whether you're in a live dribble, whether you're not in a live dribble, whether you're facing up, whether you're posting up. There's a lot of different signature go-to shots in the post, out of the post that you can use, and you can cancel all of these, so you can combine these with your regular dribble moves. Here is his signature go-to shot out of a face-up once again. Now we're gonna get to a little bit more movement. Now you can do his one dribble pull-up just like you could on 2K25. Here is his hop jumpers. They're very similar, but the new thing that you can do this year, and this is what I've been labbing a lot, is you can lab explosive behind the backs, which are back this year. They're way better. You can lab the explosive behind the backs out of dribble moves, out of shot cancels, and they're way more effective in my opinion. Now, a lot of Kevin Durant's SIGs did get reworked. His signature size up is different. His escape package is different. So when you play on KD, it's going to feel way different than it did on 2K25. And KD on 25 was actually really nice, and it feels like from what I played and who I talked to, everybody feels like Kevin Durant was like the best player at 2K26 community day. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I am not the greatest when it comes to dribbling. I'm usually not good at learning things on my own when it comes to this stuff, but the size up retreats are back in the game. You just gotta hold back on the left stick and flick up on the right stick. You can get these retreat dribble animations. Koza actually taught me this. I was sitting right next to him, so, you know, shout out to him. But the one thing that I did learn are these explosive moving behind the backs, which you can do by basically flicking the right stick towards your ball hand and then quickly down diagonal the opposite way. And you can get these super explosive behind the backs. Now, those are tied to your ball handle rating, so you will need an 85 ball handle to get those explosive behind the back animations that I'm doing. That's one more right there. But yeah, so those are really good, and overall it just feels like the downhill dribbling, the slashing style of dribbling is way better this year. So now let's actually get to some play now gameplay. A little bit of pick and roll with KD as the ball handler, get downhill, dunk very easily. Now I did play in play now after I labbed up in the Learn 2K, so I was able to kind of figure the game out a little bit better. So the clips you're going to see here in play now are definitely going to be solid. This was nice right here. It's KD standstill hop jumper canceled into an explosive behind the back, which I think is going to be really nice. It ended up stunning the defender. We got a free bucket. Now this next clip right here is going to be a contested layup. It's going to be an and one that I ended up timing. It's going to be green, which is really nice to see greening contested layups. But big thing that I do want to mention while this is playing out, the game definitely does feel faster. I don't know if it necessarily shows 100% with my gameplay, but overall the game speed from everybody that I talked to, it felt way more than just a 10% boost to game speed. It felt really good, way faster, way more responsive than anything we played on NBA 2K25. That once again was Kevin Durant's go-to shot out of the post, and right here, this is probably the best clip I got on KD. We ankle break Franz Wagner a little bit, then we hit him with the behind the back, get to the lane, get an easy layup. Overall, again, Kevin Durant was by far the best player I used on NBA 2K26 at Community Day. It might have been the best player I've ever played on a 2K, just period. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this gameplay so far. We're going to move on to our next player, which is Victor Wembanyama. Now, we'll talk about Wemby a lot more in the coming days, especially once we get to the embargo list for the My Player Builder, but we're going to play with Wemby a little bit today. This is actually his signature hop jumper package. He actually got one this year. A lot of the Wemby animations just didn't feel that great in my opinion. I think overall his dribble moves are not that great. His jump shot got a bit of a rework. I think his jump shot is not that bad. But now let's move on to the play now gameplay. We're going to be playing a little bit as like a point guard on Wemby, and then we'll use him as a screen and roller at some points in this gameplay as well. Right now, we're going to have him set the screen. He's going to roll here, try and catch the lob. The lob doesn't get there. He catches it, but he dunks right over Daniel Gafford, which was kind of impressive. That was just an X button dunk. I didn't even try to do the standing dunk meter there, but just being able to finish over him like that with just a 90 standing dunk, I think Wemby has on a 7-4, kind of scary. Right here, we're going to green the rebound. Again, didn't play a whole lot of play now, so that was the only green rebound I got the entire time. Take it coast to coast, and we're going to lay it up over Kyrie Irving. Free bucket on Wemby. That was my best bucket on Wemby for sure. Now, again, we're testing out some of his signature
signature animations, and again, we're gonna get to his hop jumper right here, and
after the Colonel made his hot and spicy wings, he needed the perfect pairing. So he invented the potato.
I don't know if I like it. I don't think his hop jumper's that great. It doesn't look like something he does, sure, but it just looks really slow. But that lob right there, that was really nice. Now, the good thing with Wemby is that although at the end of the day, he is getting these slower go-to shot animations, hop jumper animations, he's 7'4". A lot of the shots he's just gonna take are gonna be open anyways because there's nobody that can actually properly contest this dude. But now we're moving away from the bigs. We're moving on to Carmelo Anthony, one of the cover athletes. We're taking some shots with him right now. This is just his regular jump shot. The base feels pretty much the same, but his releases feel a little bit different. We're shooting some no dip catch and shoot threes right here. And you can see we're getting these shots off really quick with the no dip. Now we're gonna get to Carmelo's face-up game. We're gonna do a sidestep right here. I think that's actually a pro hop jumper package. I don't think that's his, but this is his signature go-to shot out of the face-up. I don't think his signature go-to shot is that great. And you guys can let me know in the comments down below if this is something that Carmelo does. Now these are his signature go-to shots with his left hand, and then a signature go-to shot off of his right hand. It still makes him go back to the left for that pull-up. I don't know if that's something that Carmelo does, but now we're gonna get into his post go-to shots, which are actually really nice. Now again, your post go-to shots will vary. If you're in a live dribble versus when you're not in a live dribble, you'll get different animations. Right here, this is probably my favorite one with Carmelo. That was really nice. Now Carmelo still has Kobe's escape. I don't know which behind the back he has, but overall, dribbling wise, he feels good. You can burst off his moves cleanly. Triple threat is still good. His post-ups are really good. He's got some new unique animations, which are nice. I don't know if he has his own signature post fade. This might just be pro post fade, which is what he had last year. But overall, Carmelo felt really good on NBA 2K26. And now we move on to Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, we're gonna go with a lot of older players in this video because they actually got signature go-to shots out of the post, and I was actually surprised that they did. Again, we saw Carmelo got his own signature go-tos. Dirk Nowitzki has his own post go-to shot we'll get to in just a moment. Hakeem Olajuwon got his own. Yao Ming has one that we will talk about later in this video. And overall, very exciting stuff. This is me shooting catch and shoot threes with Dirk Nowitzki. These are all no dip catch and shoot threes towards the back half of this, and you can get shots off pretty quickly even with Dirk, which is kind of crazy. Dirk's shot is slow, but these shots are not slow with a no dip. Now Dirk's animations did not get changed that much. His fade, his hop shot are pretty much the same, but we're gonna get to the go-to shot out of the post right here. It's a shot fake, and then he fades back again. It's different from one hand to the other, so here is it going back the other way. It's just a little shot fake, and then he just fades back off the one leg. I think it's cool. I don't know how effective it'll be, and that's how I feel with a lot of these post go-to shots. They're cool, nice additions to the game. Allows you to do some different things out of the post that you probably couldn't have done previously, and a lot of them are cancelable, so it's not like you're forced to play out the entire animation, and you can get creative with how you use them. But will they be meta? Probably not. Now, as you can see, I've been rhythm shooting a lot in this section of the video, and you just saw that I made a late timing but still greened the tempo, and it went in. And we're going to talk about rhythm shooting. This is actually one of my concerns about NBA 2K26, but I don't want them to fix this just yet because I want to see what happens when more people play the game and they get their hands on it. The whole point of rhythm shooting in this year's game is that when you intentionally or unintentionally mistime your timing, you could still just green the shot by making your tempo. The tempo is realistically the only thing that matters, but the way that it's supposed to be designed is that when you perfectly time the timing, it boosts your make rate for the tempo. But if you mistime your timing, it should make it harder for you to make the tempo shot. And from my play testing and from what I've seen from other people, it really wasn't that hard to green the tempo, even if you very poorly mistime the timing. I don't know if that's how it's going to be on launch. I don't know if that made sense 100% as the way I described it, but that's the problem with rhythm shooting in my opinion right now. It is still way too easy to get the tempo right when you severely mistime the timing. Now, I know you guys have already seen it in this video. We're going to cover it very quickly. Hakeem Olajuwon does have some new animations, which includes his signature post go-to shot. I think this is a great thing to add. We would love to see these for older players, so I'm glad that they have been added into the game. This was something that I was asking for going into 26. Is hopefully we can get some better animations for some of these older players, and we definitely got some with that in this year's game. Being able to do this signature go-to shot, it's cool. Don't know how effective it's going to be, but it definitely looks like something Hakeem would do, so I thought that was cool. Now, we have 3 more things we're going to go over really quickly. We got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Floaters.
Hey,
really
big
good in this
float.
year's game. They're going to be really good. Once again, custom layup styles help with that as well. Reminds me of 24. Probably won't be as broken, but layups do remind me of 2K24. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of 2K26 just
Mike,
reminds me of a more refined version of 2K24, if that makes sense. It feels like there's a lot of things that were in 2K25 where we said, all right, that's got to go. We're not going to keep that in the game. This really feels like the next step from 24 in a new, different game. The dribbling is a lot better than it was on 25. The shooting feels a lot better. I was able to make consistent shots over and over and over again without randomly missing, even though I knew I timed the shot properly. So yeah, really interesting stuff. But now let's talk about Yao Ming, okay? Yao Ming, 7'5", 7'6", I don't know. This is a signature post go-to shot. Now, it is not his signature post go-to shot. This is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's signature post go-to shot. But I'm a little concerned about this one because when you do it from a distance, you could do hook shots from the three-point line. And I just don't know. You could see why I'm concerned, okay? But now that's pretty much all I have to share in today's video. That's pretty much all I can really share today. Tomorrow's gonna be the My Player Builder. That is what I focused on a whole lot more. And you're going to understand why I don't have a whole lot of play now footage once you see the My Player footage tomorrow. But again, that will all make sense tomorrow. Love you guys, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this Community Day content. If you guys want to see more, make sure you guys subscribe so you can see more. I'm out. Later.
This ball represents a cashback card that charges annual fees. Get out of here, annual fees.
There's one more video I could watch, or that I want to watch on stream. I think I watched it already. Didn't I? No, I didn't watch that one. I was going to. Let's see what Brother Jones is doing.
NBA 2K26 gameplay is here, and shout out to NBA 2K for allowing me to get a chance to play early, man. Shout out to them. In this video, I'm gonna cover all aspects, first gameplay impressions, and we're gonna do the impressions on shooting, dribbling, finishing, defense, and playmaking. We're gonna do all the categories. Make sure you watch the full video. This is my personal impression. I don't know what everybody else thinks. I only can give you my honest opinion. Let's get to it. Now, off rip shooting. Let's get to shooting first. The most important thing. 2K25 goofy shooting RNG was thrown into it. Now we know 2K26 has no RNG. So what is it like to have no RNG? Well, I'm gonna put it like this. You can hit everything if you're open. You literally can go 100%. And it's one of the things, if you know your time and you time it the same every time, it's going in every time. Something mad OP is if you combo rhythm shooting with it. I found this out later in the testing, that rhythm shooting, like, you don't even have to perfectly time the rhythm shooting, it'll still green. You can get one of them wrong and it'll still green, whether the tempo or the timing, either one. If you get one of those right, that mug go in. I'm like, what the? It was green and left and right. I'm like, oh, interesting. But shooting overall, shooting should not be an issue for almost anybody as long as you have a decent jump shot. This is gonna be the return to where people can just green everything. You see that 75 open in the corner, you might want to guard him because he might hit that shot because the windows are open. The windows are open. Like, shooting, hands down, every creator I talked to said shooting was easy for him. And if you look at my line last year, look, this is what I said last year. First thing I'm gonna say off rip, I was clanking a lot of shots. This is my first game with Curry. I couldn't green nothing. I walked around, I asked a few people, hey, are you having problems shooting? They're like, yeah, low key, I only can shoot with this player, I only can shoot with that player. And I'm like, yeah, I'm noticing that too. It's shooting a little goofy, ain't it? But no, now I'm saying shooting easy. Everybody finna green. Offense, it's an offense party. It's an offense party. We're gonna talk about defense in a little bit. It's an offense party. Everybody can green. Everybody should be able to shoot, bro. Lights out. Lights out. You're gonna have people shooting 80% from the park. Guaranteed. 70 to 80. All the tryhards, if y'all complain about it, but low key, that's something huge in most cases. And it's very easy to time, and it seems like they're catering to it. It seems like every time I use this, I green with it. Like, every time. Now, granted, I wasn't playing Hall of Fame. Okay, I wasn't playing Hall of Fame, but don't let this fool you, bro. Like, the greening, the ability to green that layup, and I didn't even turn the meter off. The fact that you can really green it really easy, And if you turn the meter off and add that boost, I genuinely think it's gonna be like 24's layup. You remember 24 had a crazy layup, but you could actually get green floaters very easily, hit contested layups really easily. I feel like they reverted back, and now it's easy to hit layups again. So you like hitting bull layups in people's faces? I think you'll like this game. I like doing that, me personally. Yeah, let me hit the Euros. The slow motion Euro, all that stuff. It's cool too, a cool addition. I didn't use it all that much, so I need to experiment, but I'm gonna be.
If you've been thinking about a degree in cybersecurity or IT, UMGC is waiving their application fee through September 3rd.
I'm gonna be real, bro. I was sitting next to Koza. Koza was doing a lot of crazy stuff. Dribbling, hands down, is one of the biggest improvements of this game. Probably number one. Shooting is improved, but dribbling is number one, hands down. They definitely improved dribbling.
I don't think anybody's talking about
as far as
passing
passing seems to be reworked and it seems quicker, but it depends on who I was playing with. I played with a lot of point guards, so yeah, of course they have high pass accuracy, so there's gonna be pretty quick. I didn't throw a lot of picks either, so I don't know if that's gonna translate to the main game, but passing is something you're gonna have to see more when we all play park and stuff. That's when you'll really know. Not against these AIs. AIs ain't as aggressive as a real person would be with lanes. So until then, you ain't gonna really know too well about passing. Now let's get to my baby, defense. All right, so I've been pretty positive this whole video. I've been pretty positive. W criticism, right? But I ain't gonna lie, there is something I'm a little concerned about, just a little bit, and it's defense. Well, the fact that Mike did remove the can plug steals, I'll tell you what, I couldn't get a single steal this whole playtest. I couldn't get a steal unless I blitz for it. That's the only way. You're not just gonna plug somebody. It's not happening, especially with all this dribble moves, all this zipping, everything. You gotta think about everything I just said. Okay, think about that. And then is defense gonna be good enough to stop everything that I just named? I named all that good finishing, layup meter. You got the dribblers zipping left and right behind the backs going crazy. Curry slide is crazy, by the way. I forgot to mention. Curry slide is crazy. Scottie Pippen said go crazy. All this stuff, right? We got all this stuff going crazy, but can we guard it? I don't think so. I ain't gonna lie. I think the average dribbler will be able to beat the average defender. You gotta be really good on D to really clamp up in this game. You can call it skill gap, sure. It could be a skill gap because I talked to Dooms, and because Dooms played a little bit more than me, he was telling me there is defense, but it's an offense. He definitely agrees with me that it's a offense-powered game. And I asked him, I was like, look, bro, if you had to rate the game out of 100%, which way is it leaning towards and more overpoweredness out of 100%? He said 75% offense, 25% defense. That's all I heard. I heard enough. I knew it. My prediction. This is my I don't know if I'm gonna share opinions with anybody. They might say defense is amazing, best. I don't agree. Listen, I played all gameplay majority of this play test. I focus on gameplay the most. I wasn't even in a builder like that. I didn't get to the builder till the last 3 hours. The first 6, I was playing nonstop play nows. I was on nonstop play now because I wanted to see. And I ain't gonna lie, you can't steal the ball. It's hard to stay in front of the AI sometimes because they move so quick. And it just don't seem like you could keep up with them all the time. I don't really feel that defensive pressure. I don't, bro. I'm just being honest. I didn't feel it. Maybe someone else feel it. I also didn't play PvP either. So that may be the difference here. But normally you can still get a decent gauge here. You can get a decent gauge on defense. But me personally, man, the fact that you can't steal the ball at all as a lock sucks to me. You know, that sucks to me personally. I know you guards happy, you giggling, but it's gonna suck when you try to stop them and you ain't got nothing to stop them with. You know, the best. I'm gonna let other people cover that. I'll cover them later. But basically of 2K25, the dribbling is better. They added a lot of SIGs for bigger builds. A big guard you should have fun, and small guards. Small guards have a lot of crazy SIGs too, and they move the fastest because they are the fastest. So they move pretty quick too. Team Legend badge, F a lock. I am a lock. I'm the guard and the lock. The demi lock. So you don't need it. But I think I just hope it ain't 2K21 next gen all over again, where we got rogue demi guys that just dunk on everybody and score on everybody. I don't, for saying my opinion, that's too bad, because I'm gonna say it again. I think it's an offense power game. That's what I think. And there's nothing wrong. It should be a fun game. It should be a fun game. That's why I said the negative thing last, so y'all won't say I'm bashing. I'm literally not bashing. It's more positive than negatives. It should still be a.
I think I'm done. I'm gonna go make a quick shorts and post that, and then I don't know. Need to take a nap, but tomorrow definitely. I'll probably stream way longer tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow when they do my third builder and actual builds, it's gonna be a lot more content and videos to watch and react to. This is my team. Yeah, 5v5 my team. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this stream. Thanks everybody for pulling up. If you're still watching, make sure that you like and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 11.